Well, my name is Michael Lamb, and I'm a professor in the Interdisciplinary Humanities program and director of the program for Leadership and Character. And it's my great honor tonight to introduce Betsy Lake from Richmond, Virginia. Betsy's a double major in philosophy and politics and international affairs and has been very active across campus, including in our program for Leadership and Character, where last summer she was a Principal Pluralism Fellow and impressed all of us with her deep intelligence, her very careful analytical thought, her strong character, and her ability to navigate thoughtfully across differences. Betsy's planning to go next year and work before attending graduate professional school after that. So we're glad to have her here today to talk about wrestling with the shame of uncertainty. Betsy.
Thank you, Dr. Lamb. So, as Dr. Lamb just so eloquently put, my name is Betsy Lake, and I am a double major in politics and philosophy. But why can I never leave it at just that? I always have to follow it up with, but don't worry, I'm planning to go into law. It's as if I'm trying to reassure others and myself that these 4 years, my bachelor's degree, my countless hours of hard work, and my substantial student debt are all going to be worth it, that they're going to pay off. But what does it even mean to have an education that pays off? Some might say a degree that pays off is one that provides a monetary return on the investment in education. That might be the Farrell Hall endorsed answer. I honestly would have no clue because the only time I step into the business school is to get bagels and the good study tables. That assertion is true though, at least to a degree. I recognize that it is simply not an option for me and most others to pursue our passions without regard for finances. I do need to make sure that my degree puts food on the table. But I want to believe that we're all here for reasons that extend beyond mere financial return on investment. Is that really reasonable, though? Believing in a greater purpose to education almost feels like believing in the Loch Ness Monster. Even though you don't know if it exists, and you've certainly never seen it for yourself, you still just really want to believe in it. And maybe that is irrational, but I want to believe, and I have to believe that there's more to my education and to life than just getting a job that pays the bills and maybe gets me a vacation home if I'm lucky. Others might say that the experiences people have in college make the degree worthwhile. And there's no doubt that I'll walk away from Wake Forest with a vast collection of priceless memories, but no matter how many of those stories I recount, I doubt I will ever be able to fend off all of the eye rolls and eyebrow raises from my extended family. So, even though it really feels like summer camp sometimes, I will concede that college does not merely serve the purpose of having fun and creating memories. I also doubt that I'm the only person who has fallen prey to the unsolicited advice of this distant family friend or that ex-boyfriend's parent. They may ask you what you want to do with your education out of politeness or maybe even genuine interest, but as we all know, the conversation inevitably turns into what they think you should do with your education. And all you can do is smile and nod along. But if you have enough of these conversations, you might even start to agree with them. Now, I have attended a lot of these uninvited lectures, but I am incredibly fortunate to have developed really strong relationships with professors and mentors on campus to counteract the negative effects of those outside opinions. Over this last year, I've sought out the advice of these people who I hold in the highest regard, hoping they can just tell me the answer. I tell them, here are the things that I'm really good at, here are the things that I love to do, and here are the things I really care about, expecting them to respond with the perfect life path tailor-made for me. While they provide a lot of helpful ideas and resources, Frustratingly, they do not tell me exactly what I should do with my life. In these discussions, I've realized that no one, not even the smartest people I've ever met, who genuinely have my best interest in mind, can tell me the purpose that my education should serve. Unfortunately, I have to figure that out myself. I've also come to realize the deep privilege I enjoy to even be able to think about education in this way. Not everyone has the luxury to be able to obtain a degree in higher education, to go to a school like this, to choose what to study, to have such amazing mentors, and to pick a career they want. To be able to look at education and vocation in any other light besides one of necessity is such a luxury, and I'm so fortunate to be able to do that. These realizations during my time at Wake Forest have forced me into serious introspection about what I want to do with my life. But they've also sometimes seemed to lead me into a sort of decision paralysis. I've spent so long telling myself and others that I will follow this particular path and go to law school right after college that when I begin to doubt that path, I feel like a complete failure. Because I'm not going straight to graduate school or Wall Street or Capitol Hill or the Peace Corps after I graduate, I feel like I must have done something wrong. Deep down, I know that's not true, but the Wake Forest environment can make uncertainty feel like failure. I know I would rather take the time necessary to think deeply about my life path now rather than 10 years down the road into a career I hate, but even rationalizing my situation in this way does not diminish the shame that comes with uncertainty. Searching for a purpose feels a lot like looking for the Loch Ness Monster right now. I finally dove into the water, and it sort of feels like I'm drowning, but the thing that keeps me going is the hope that I might one day find it, my purpose. I could choose to live my life on dry land, but if I did that, I fear I would always carry the regret with me that I never even tried to see what else was out there. Maybe I will drown trying to find what I'm looking for, but truthfully, I would rather that than leave my passions undiscovered and the things I care about untouched. I am a soon-to-be graduated double major in politics and philosophy, and I'm still figuring things out. Thank you.